Deciphering the Keys to Freedom. Freedom. It's a word that carries immense power, but what does it really mean? Is freedom the ability to speak your mind, go where you want, and live how you choose? Or is it something deeper, something far more profound? In this episode, we're going to unravel what freedom truly is. And we'll explore the keys that unlock it, not just in a political or societal sense, but in a way that transforms your very experience of reality. Because here's the truth, freedom begins in the mind. And until we liberate our perceptions, we cannot truly liberate ourselves. The illusion of freedom. Let's start by looking at what most people think freedom is. For many, freedom is the absence of external restrictions. It's having enough money to live comfortably. It's the right to vote, to express your opinion, or to travel wherever you please. But here's the problem. All of this depends on external conditions. What happens if those external freedoms are taken away? What happens if you lose your job, your money, or your ability to move freely? Are you no longer free? This is the illusion we've been sold, that freedom is something outside of us. But true freedom doesn't come from external circumstances. It comes from within. And until we understand this, we will always be prisoners, no matter how free we think we are. The real prison perception. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. The real prison isn't physical. It's not the government, the media, or even the systems of control that surround us. The real prison is perception. Imagine this, you're locked in a cell. The door is wide open, but you don't leave. Why? Because you believe the door is locked. That's how perception works. It creates the boundaries of your reality, whether they're real or not. And this is exactly what's happening to humanity. We're imprisoned by beliefs that were never ours to begin with. I'm not good enough. I don't have the power to change anything. Life is random and meaningless. These beliefs are the bars of the cage. They keep us small, afraid, and disconnected from our true potential. But here's the good news. The cage is an illusion, and once you see it, you can step out of it. Here are the 12 keys to freedom. Key 1, the power of awareness. The first key to freedom is awareness. Before you can escape the cage, you have to see it. And that means questioning everything you've been taught about yourself and the world. Ask yourself, who told me what I should believe? Why do I think the way I do? What assumptions am I making about reality that might not be true? Awareness is the flashlight that reveals the cracks in the illusion. It's the moment you realize that the beliefs holding you back aren't facts, they're programs. And like any program, they can be rewritten. Key 2, reclaiming your perception. The second key is reclaiming your perception. Here's a secret most people don't know. You don't experience reality as it is. You experience reality as you perceive it to be. Think about it. Two people can face the exact same situation, yet have completely different experiences. Why? Because their perceptions shape their reality. If you perceive yourself as powerless, the world will reflect that back to you. But if you perceive yourself as infinite awareness, capable of creating your own reality, the world will mirror that instead. The key to freedom is realizing that you are not the victim of your perception, you are the creator of it. And once you take control of how you perceive the world, you take control of the world itself. Key 3, breaking free from fear. The third key is breaking free from fear. Fear is the ultimate tool of control. It keeps us small, compliant, and unwilling to take risks. But here's the truth. Fear isn't real. It's a mental projection, a story your mind tells you to keep you safe. Think about the times you've been afraid to try something new, speak your truth, or step outside your comfort zone. What held you back? Was it the situation itself, or was it your fear of what might happen? The moment you stop letting fear dictate your choices, you step into a new kind of freedom. Because fear isn't a barrier, it's a doorway. And on the other side of that doorway is your limitless potential. Key 4, embracing the present moment. The fourth key is living in the present moment. Here's a profound truth. The only moment that exists is now. The past, it's a memory, a story you carry in your mind. The future, it's a projection, a series of what-ifs that don't yet exist. But the present moment, that's where life happens. That's where your power lies. Most people spend their lives trapped in regret over the past or worry about the future, but the moment you fully embrace the now, you free yourself from the illusion of time. And when you're free from time, you're free from the chains it places on your mind. Key 5, remembering who you are. The final and most important key to freedom is remembering who you are. You are not your job, your possessions, or even your body. You are not the label society has given you: success, failure, rich, poor. You are something far greater. You are infinite consciousness, experiencing life through the lens of a temporary human form. You are the awareness behind the thoughts, the stillness behind the noise. When you remember this, when you truly embody it, you become unstoppable. No external force can control you because you've reclaimed the ultimate truth. You are the creator of your reality, and the power to shape your life has always been within you. The path to liberation. So what does it mean to decipher the keys to freedom? It means realizing that the chains holding you back were never real to begin with. It means stepping out of the illusion of powerlessness and stepping into the truth of who you are. The keys are in your hands: awareness, perception, courage, presence, self-remembering. Use them, and you'll discover a freedom that no one can take away from you. A freedom that isn't dependent on external circumstances, but one that comes from within. This is the revolution, not of governments or systems, but of the human mind and spirit, and it begins with you. Key 6, shattering the illusion of separation. One of the greatest lies we've been taught is the illusion of separation. We're told we are separate from one another, individuals living disconnected lives, competing for limited resources. We're told we are separate from nature, as if we exist outside of its rhythms and cycles. And perhaps most damaging of all, we're told we are separate from the divine, from the infinite consciousness that permeates everything. But this is the ultimate illusion. Quantum physics shows us that at the most fundamental level, everything is connected. The cells in your body communicate with each other instantaneously. The thoughts you think ripple outward, affecting the world around you in ways you can't see. And every living being is woven into the same cosmic web of energy and information. When you realize that separation is a lie, something incredible happens. You stop seeing others as competitors and start seeing them as reflections of yourself. You stop viewing nature as a resource to exploit and start seeing it as an extension of your being. And you stop searching for meaning outside yourself because you realize the divine has always been within you. Freedom is understanding that there is no other. There is only oneness expressed in infinite forms. Key 7, reprogramming the subconscious mind. Here's a truth most people don't realize. Your conscious mind, the part of you that you identify with, only controls about 5% of your thoughts and actions. The other 95%, that's run by your subconscious mind, a storehouse of beliefs, patterns, and programming that operates beneath the surface. The subconscious mind is like the software running your reality. It's where all the beliefs you absorbed as a child, I'm not good enough, money is hard to earn, the world is dangerous, are stored, and until you become aware of this programming, it runs your life on autopilot. The good news is you can reprogram your subconscious mind. Start by identifying the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Ask yourself, what stories do I tell myself about who I am? What patterns keep showing up in my life? What beliefs have I inherited from my family, culture, or society? Once you've brought these beliefs to light, you can replace them with new ones. Affirmations, visualization, meditation, and techniques like neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, are powerful tools for rewriting your subconscious mind. Reprogramming your subconscious is like upgrading your operating system. When you do, your perception of reality and your experience of it changes completely. Key 8, embracing synchronicity. Have you ever noticed how certain events seem to align in ways that defy logic? You think about a friend and they call you moments later. You feel drawn to a book and it contains the exact answer you were seeking. These moments aren't coincidences, they're synchronicities. Synchronicity is the language of the universe. It's how the cosmos communicates with you, guiding you toward your highest potential. But here's the catch. You can only notice synchronicities when you're tuned in. When your mind is cluttered with fear, doubt, and distraction, you miss the signs. But when you're present, aware, and aligned with your intuition, synchronicities become impossible to ignore. Synchronicity is a key to freedom because it reminds you that life isn't random. It's interconnected, purposeful, and filled with meaning. The more you trust these signs, the more you'll see them. And the more you follow them, the closer you'll come to your true path. Key 9. Detaching from the ego. The ego is the voice in your head that says, "This is who I am." It identifies with your name, your job, your possessions, and your status. But here's the truth. The ego is not you. It's a mask you wear, a temporary construct designed to help you navigate this reality. The problem arises when we mistake the mask for our true self. The ego thrives on fear, comparison, and separation. It's the part of you that feels threatened when someone else succeeds, that needs constant validation, and that clings to control. But the more you identify with the ego, the more trapped you become in its illusions. True freedom comes when you detach from the ego and remember who you really are. Infinite awareness, beyond labels and limitations. This doesn't mean rejecting the ego. It's a useful tool, but it means seeing it for what it is. You are not your thoughts, your roles, or your identity. You are the awareness behind them. Key 10. Raising your frequency. Everything in the universe is energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Love, gratitude, and joy vibrate at high frequencies, while fear, anger, and shame vibrate at low frequencies. Your frequency determines the reality you attract. When you vibrate at a low frequency, you align with chaos, conflict, and limitation. But when you raise your frequency, you align with harmony, abundance, and possibility. How do you raise your frequency? It starts with your thoughts and emotions. Cultivate gratitude by focusing on what you have instead of what you lack. Practice forgiveness, releasing the heavy energy of resentment. Surround yourself with people, environments, and activities that uplift you. And most importantly, spend time in stillness, meditating, breathing, and connecting with the essence of who you are. When you raise your frequency, the world around you changes to match it. You become a magnet for experiences that reflect your higher state of being. Key 11. Surrendering to the flow. Freedom doesn't mean controlling everything. It means surrendering to the flow of life. Control is an illusion. No matter how hard you try, you can't predict or manipulate every detail of your life. And the more you try to control, the more resistance you create. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that the universe is working in your favor, even when you can't see how. It means letting go of rigid expectations and allowing life to unfold as it's meant to. When you surrender, you free yourself from the stress and struggle of forcing outcomes. You step into a state of flow where opportunities, solutions, and miracles arise effortlessly. Surrender isn't weakness, it's the ultimate strength. Key 12. Becoming the creator. The final key to freedom is realizing you are the creator of your reality. Everything you experience begins with a thought. Your thoughts shape your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your reality. When you take responsibility for your inner world, you reclaim your power to shape the outer world. This doesn't mean life will always be easy. Challenges will still arise, but you'll see them for what they are. Opportunities to grow, evolve, and expand. You'll no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstance. Instead, you'll step into your role as the creator, the architect of your own destiny. The Freedom Revolution. The keys to freedom aren't something you have to earn. They're already within you. They've always been there, waiting for you to discover them. Freedom isn't about escaping the world. It's about transforming your experience of it. It's about remembering that you are not a prisoner of perception, but the master of it. This is the Freedom Revolution, and it starts with you. When you change your perception, you change your life. And when enough of us change our lives, we change the world. Are you ready to step into your power and reclaim the freedom that is your birthright? The keys are in your hands. Use them well. Thank you for watching Positive Vortex. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And if my content resonates with you, don't forget to click the thanks button to show your appreciation. Your support means the world. Let's keep spreading positivity together.